All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all the Staten Island, and my home borough, Brooklyn. Back at another video, and this is going to be another How Great Was He video. I did one on Larry Bird. I did one on Hakeem Olajuwon. This one's going to be on Charles Barkley. You know, over the last 20 years, I think people forget how great Charles Barkley was. Now, of course, I was born in the early 2000s. I didn't watch Charles Barkley play, but I do watch his highlights on YouTube. Chuck was a very fun player to watch on. If you like watching highlights, love watching basketball, and he was a dominant player. If we're talking about skill and athleticism, you know, Charles is arguably the greatest power forward ever. Just talking about skill and athleticism. Now, of course, overall, that's Tim Duncan when you bring in accolades and impact on a team. But if we're talking about skill, that was Charles, man. Charles was 6'4", 6'5", whatever, and was dominating dudes. Again, he averages 22 and 12 for his career. He's a double-digit rebounder for a career in the era of big men, you know, Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning, you know, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon. Charles averaging 22 and 12. Man, but let's get into this. Charles was born and raised in Leeds, Alabama. He went to Auburn, played for the Tigers. He was supposed to be on the legendary 84 Olympic team, but, you know, the coach, Bobby Knight, legendary basketball coach of Indiana, you know, declared him, you know, fat and lazy. So he didn't let him on the team. In the legendary 84 draft, with the 5th overall pick, the Philadelphia 76ers selected Charles Barkley. You know, the Sixers squad who had 2 years prior just won the NBA championship. You know, 4-5-4, Moses Malone with the league MVP and the Finals MVP, and Dr. J finally got a ring after they swept the Lakers. The next year they went to the first round, got knocked out by the New Jersey Nets. In Charles' first year, they were 58-24 and made it all the way to conference finals and got blown out in 5 by Larry Bird's Celtics. You know, Charles' rookie year, he averages 14 points, 9 boards, 2 assists on 54% field goal shooting. You know, as obviously time went on, Moses Malone retired. Maurice Treese was dealt away. Dr. J retired. Sorry, it became Charles' team. In Charles' first year, he averaged 28 points, 12 boards, 3 assists on 59% field goal shooting. Wow. Shot 75% from the free throw line. But the Philadelphia 76ers went 36-46, and they missed the playoffs. The next 3 years, they would make the playoffs. Charles would put up great numbers, getting MVP consideration. You know, the year Magic won the MVP in 1990, Charles was second in MVP voting, but they got knocked out by the Bulls in 5 in back-to-back years. Michael Jordan's Bulls. Charles' last year in Philadelphia, they went 35-47, and he demanded a trade, thus ending his time in Philadelphia with career averages of 23 points, 11 boards, 4 assists on 57% field goal shooting. The round mound of rebound, man. Charles was a dominant dude. He was dealt away to the Phoenix Suns, who had made the playoffs the year before, you know, with the great Kevin Johnson, who should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. I probably have to do a video on Kevin Johnson. He was a great player. You know, I know why he's not in, but he should be in. Charles' first year, the Phoenix Suns won a franchise best 62-20. He averaged 26 points a game, 12 boards a game, 5 assists on 52% field goal shooting. He shot 76.5% from the free throw line. Lion was named the league MVP over Michael Jordan. And of course, we all know what happened. In the conference finals, he had a legendary performance against Gary Payton's Sonics. He scored 56 points and had double-digit boards. They knocked out the Supersonics and advanced the NBA Finals against the Bulls, where John Paxson hit that game winner in Game 6, and the Phoenix Suns lost the championship. You know, the next year, they were 56-26. They swept the Warriors, who had Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin, and Chris Webber. They played Hakeem Olajuwon's Rockets in the conference semifinals, where, of course, they lost in 7. The next year, they looked for revenge against Hakeem's Rockets. They were up 3-1, so it looked like revenge was in their reach. But Hakeem put on a legendary performance, as did his teammates, Vernon, Mad Max Maxwell, Clyde Drexler, who recently got there in a trade. Right there, they ended up coming back and defeating the Phoenix Suns in 7. The next year, Charles' last year, the Phoenix Suns went 500, 41-41. They lost in the first round to the Spurs. And after that season, Charles made another trade, ending his tenure in Phoenix, averaging 23 points, 11.5 boards, 4 assists on 50% field goal shooting, man. Over the next couple of years, he demanded a trade to Houston. Charles' numbers steadily declined. No, he wasn't in. Obviously, we all know Charles didn't keep himself in great shape. But his first year in Houston, where he teamed up with the great Hakeem Olajuwon and older Clyde Drexler, they were 57-25, the old man. And in game 6 against the Utah Jazz, John Stockton hit a 3. And Charles was supposed to be guarding Stockton on that play. He blew it, and Stockton got that 3 that sent the Jazz to the finals. After the 97-98 season, Clyde Drexler announced his retirement. In 98-99, they brought in the great Scottie Pippen. But even that, they lost to Shaq's Lakers in the first round. They lost in 4-3-1. Charles' last year in Phoenix, of course, we all know what happened. Or excuse me, last year in Houston. I apologize. His last year in Houston, he got into that legendary fight with him and Shaq that these two fools still argue about to this day. You know, he retired. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and he was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. Charles, throughout his career, he was the league MVP in 93, an 11-time straight All-Star, the All-Star Game MVP in 91, 5-time All-NBA first team. He ended his career averaging 22, 12, and 4. 12 and 4, and like I said, was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2006. In 2000, immediately after retirement, he joined the TNT crew inside the NBA, and ever since then, this is the Charles that most people know and love, or know and hate. You know, older people who watch Charles, that's the Charles they remember, but this Charles, man, I'm a dumbass. I can't believe this jackass fell for that shit, man. He almost fell asleep on set. And of course, aftermath, he made a lot of controversial statements. You know, them big old women in San Antonio during his career, he made the role model. He said, "I am not a role model," which is true. He said, "Just because I can dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids," which I completely agree with. Athletes do get set up as role models because these parents don't want to be role models. Like, just as an aside, Michael Jordan, these people have been blaming Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, these kids are killing themselves. You need to say something. Michael Jordan's attitude is like, look, I'm not their daddy. I'm not their granddaddy. I'm not their uncle. You know, you motherfuckers need to get better control of your kids. You know, but of course, you can't talk about people's parenting, so Mike doesn't say that, so he just keeps quiet. But, you know, it's unfair these athletes get set up as role models, you know. And I had my favorite athletes when I was a kid, but I still do to this day. I have some favorite athletes, but, you know, I keep it in perspective, man. Like, look, you're a great athlete. You're a great athlete. I like watching you play, but that's all. I don't need nothing from you. I got my dad. I got my family. I'm good. You know, but that's going to be it for this video. Of course, Charles, and there's another little fact about Charles. On the 92 Dream Team, he was the leading scorer. Okay? Charles Barkley was the leading scorer on the 92 Dream Team. Not Michael Jordan, not Clyde the Glide, not Karl Malone, not Magic, not Bird. It was Charles. And then, of course, he was on that 96 Atlanta team. Charles got 2 gold medals in his career. But what do y'all think? Man, is Charles Barkley underrated? Is he becoming underrated? Do you appreciate Charles Barkley after this video? If not, go look up his highlights on YouTube, man. This dude was a dominant player, man. Once again, off skill and athleticism, he's probably the greatest power forward ever. But that's going to be it for this video, man. See y'all.